Hello one and all, this is Soulful Lordy, James Bullock, once again with another video game first impressions. This time around, Resident Evil 2, the remake, for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Now of course, the highly anticipated remake of not only one of the greatest Resident Evil games of all time, but one of the greatest PlayStation games of all time has finally arrived. Resident Evil 2 is more than just a graphical upgrade. From a gameplay perspective, the game takes more nods from Resident Evil 4, and just like the original Resident Evil 2, there is more to the story than just playing one time as Leon and one time as Claire, because there are A and B stories connected to both playthroughs. So that means you can play the game up to 4 times and get a brand new experience. Now, from a gameplay perspective, as I noted, this plays more like Resident Evil 4. It has the suspense of taking on hordes of zombies and not having enough ammunition to put every one of them down. The game definitely gives the zombies a lot of help. On normal difficulty, a headshot will not put them down automatically. You will probably have to land 4 to 5 good headshots. One of the most tense moments I had was solving a puzzle and hearing the sounds of a nearby walker or zombie or whatever you want to call them. Getting around that zombie, shooting them in the head, and then a licker drops from the ceiling and kills me. It's one of those things that makes the game feel so unpredictable. If there's one flaw I have with Resident Evil 2, the remake, it's the pure unadulterated fact that enemies do respawn. Graphically, Resident Evil 2, the remake, looks absolutely phenomenal. Using the same engine that powered Resident Evil 7, this is a gorgeous looking game. The zombies are so detailed that when I have died, I'm actually not that upset because of the close-ups, seeing the impressive visuals. There are also no fixed camera angles. There is a free swinging camera that goes 360 degrees, so that's a big help for those who, such as yours truly, who played the original and know that sometimes trying to struggle with those fixed camera angles, it added to the tension, it added to the horror of the overall experience, but it could be very annoying, especially when you hear something coming your way, you cannot see it, and then you turn around and you get bit. Overall, this is a phenomenal remake and a perfect example of not only a remake done right, but the ability to pull a new group of gamers, a new generation of gamers, into something that they would not have the experience with. This is the best of both worlds. It is the Resident Evil lore, the tension at its best, connected to the gameplay that is arguably the best version of the over-the-shoulder third-person version of gameplay the Resident Evil franchise was able to produce in the case of Resident Evil 4. If you've enjoyed previous Resident Evil games, I think this is a must-buy. It's one of those games that will continue to keep you playing more and more, even those who don't necessarily enjoy survival horror games. The easy difficulty will allow you to experience the game in full on multiple playthroughs without the stress of item management and low health problems, and because it has health regeneration in the easiest setting. It just allows you to really experience the terror of Resident Evil 2. So there you have it. This has been Soulful Lordy, James Bullock, once again with another video game first impressions. Resident Evil 2 for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to try to shoot my way through a horde of zombies and potentially save some people before a licker inevitably jumps from the sky and cleaves me in half. But before it does, I will have no choice but to cry out, "Oh Lordy!"